watch posted through the I-95 corridor through tomorrow afternoon that will be dealing with this rain. So we're going to watch for that. Storm tracker showing not just rain, but even some lightning here near Cape May. So be careful if you're traveling there. And we can watch this kind of pulling up from the south and spreading slowly through the region out there. So the rain is not going to be constant today, but at any point you could see a downpour. So just be prepared for it. At 8 a.m. it's a wet start, especially south and east. It arrives in the city sometime between 8 and lunchtime today. A few scattered downpours at lunchtime, 79. At 4 o'clock could be another thunderstorm around, and 81, and more of the same at 8. So Jessica, I mean, looking at this, it really doesn't rain all day, but at any point you could see it. And that's the concern when you're making plans for the day and probably driving around in it.
That's a great thing. I was actually just thinking about myself and my nap, and I'll be sleeping during it. It'll be perfect for me. Guys, let's head out the door right now on Gloucester Township, Little Gloucester Road, north and south, between Hilder Lane and Choose Landing Road. That's a water main break there, and emergency construction happening. So they have that closed, and they're detouring everybody around the scene there. If you're out on the 42 freeway, watch right around 295. Well, you don't have to watch for much. Getting to 295 should be no issue moving south, or if you're moving northbound towards the Philadelphia area, we have no issues there. If you're on 422, drive times are great. 8 minutes in both directions, west or east from 202 to Route 29. Right now, no problems. Everything doing just fine. Matt.
Thank you, Jess. Developing
into effect this morning, lasts until later Saturday, late day, because of some flooding concerns that we have. We need the rain. It just depends on how much we get, how fast. So right now that rain is centered in Cape May County. You can see rain in Dover, even a few lightning strikes, just so you can see that live right there. And all along the Garden State Parkway, we widen out a little bit. This is pulling up from the south. So we're going to be getting it through South Jersey, through Delaware, eventually through the city as well. So rounds of rain today at any point. Not raining constantly, even though it looks like this on this graphic, but at any point here or there, we're going to see a downpour or a thunderstorm. At 8 a.m., it's a wet start, especially south and east, 77. The rain kind of arrives in the city somewhere between 8 and lunchtime. At lunchtime, some scattered downpours here or there, a few more, even a rumble of thunder at 4 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, a thunderstorm around with a downpour in 78. So just not raining constantly, but no real planned dry time through the day.
All right. Well, Karen, we're watching things out in Little Gloucester Road in Gloucester Township. The north and southbound side right now between Hilder Lane and Choose Landing Road, closed to traffic because of a water main break. And now we have some repairs, emergency repairs happening there. So watch for that. Here's the blue route right around McDade Boulevard. Doing all right now. Both directions not so bad. This is actually the area that we see delay the most in, coming away from 95 and moving northbound. Just a couple of cars moving in that direction right now. It's a little early for that. Here's 202. Both directions look all right. I'll end with a check here. 13 minutes on that southbound side at the most, really. So 12 minutes just behind that on the northbound side from the Schuylkill Expressway all the way to Route 100. So doing okay there, Matt and Tam.
And lasts until tomorrow afternoon for the I-95 corridor and through Delaware as well, because of the potential for some flooding with any of these storms that form. So we're looking at Storm Tracker 6. The heaviest is right along the coastline. You can see that all along, driving along the Garden State Parkway, all straight up from Cape May on north. You're seeing some storms around almost in the city itself, getting really close now as we see this rain pressing. Much of it's not terribly heavy here in Delaware County, but it's coming down, and Gloucester Township as well right now. Mount Laurel, you're getting it pretty good on the New Jersey Turnpike. So you see it pushing up from the southeast to the northwest and overspreading the region. It's not going to be a solid line, though. We're going to be looking at scattered downpours and storms through the day. So a wet start at 8 and 77. At lunchtime, still some scattered downpours. Temperatures only in the low 80s. At 4 o'clock, could be a thunderstorm around, or at 8 o'clock too, and 79 degrees. But Jess, this is almost a little misleading because it's not raining constantly all day, but at any point we could see a storm or a downpour, and it's really humid too.
All right, hair in the ponytail today, guys. Hey, heading out the door on Little Gloucester Road in Gloucester Township, north and south, dealing with an earlier water main break. So now we have a closure there between Hilder Lane and Choose Landing Road. And they're just repairing the road there and getting that out of the way. If you're heading towards the airport, here's 95, and this would be moving south towards that area. No real problems right now. You can see no delay, no issues moving northbound either towards the stadium. So we look good there on 95, just light volume. And same goes for the blue route right now, 13 minutes on the north or southbound side from the Schuylkill to 95. No real issues. Everything so far into the green, Matt.
Thank you, Jess.
So you can time out when the rain gets to you.
Yeah, and you know, Tam, during this 7-day heat wave that we had and just came off of, a lot of people have been trying to dream of the shore and where they'd go to break the heat. But if you're finally heading there now, we do have some downpours. So morning storms, it's coming down pretty good along the shore points on and off through the morning hours. And by the later afternoon, it's just some showers here or there. So it's not constant, but the heaviest is in the morning, 79, moderate risk of rip currents. Tomorrow, 81 degrees. Also some scattered storms. Looks like the heaviest may be the morning. It's not going to rain constantly, but you will be dealing with some on and off storms or downpours through at least the first half of the day. Sunday looks like a really nice beach day and a high of 83 degrees. So maybe the better of the 2 weekend days, I would say, is Sunday. Storm tracker showing that we've got some of that heavy rain right now coming in off the shore points right along the Garden State Parkway. It's kind of pushing inland, but even in the city now, we've got some showers. You can see some downpours even in Gloucester and Camden counties now. This is all coming in from the southeast, spreading up towards the northwest. And the heaviest will likely stay along I-95 and south and east today. So we look at Future Tracker 6, and I'd say take it with a grain of salt because we've got a nearly stationary boundary here, an impulsive energy. And so models having a hard time placing where exactly these storms erupt, but we do see them generally lifting. I think the general ideas are it's coming from the southeast, lifting to the northwest, so it won't be quite as heavy in the Lehigh Valley as it will elsewhere. And it's not constant. This is a look at 8:30. You're in and out of it. Even at 2:30 in the afternoon, you have some cells developing here or there through the region. And at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, you still have some on and off showers or a downpour or two. So something to watch all day. Take a closer look and we'll review what to expect. So today, some downpours at any point. And tomorrow, much of tomorrow is the same with this. Rainfall overall, maybe 1 inch to 2, but there could be a couple of spots where you get a good 3 inches of rain. If that happens, it will be because of training. It does look like we could see that happen. That's when you get one storm that hits the same area and the next storm follows the same path. And so that's what would create that. And that's what would create flooding issues, why we have a flood watch. Now that isn't happening right now, but we're keeping a close eye to see if or when that happens, and certainly ponding on the roads. And then tomorrow, it looks wet at times as well, especially through the morning into the early afternoon hours. We'll see how much clearing we get, but I think the later day hours are looking better, certainly, than the morning hours tomorrow. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7 days, some scattered downpours at times, 83, at least temperature-wise. It's much cooler, but it's tropically humid out there. 86 tomorrow, really humid, some downpours at times. On Sunday, hot and humid, feeling like around 100 degrees. It's 94 for your high. Monday, a July scorcher and 95. Tuesday's kind of the...
Guys, hey, let's head out the door right now and get you on the road. Some spots, like Karen was talking about, with a little bit of rain. We're seeing some of that, but not on the Ben Franklin Bridge. So right now, heading on into Philadelphia, no real issue right now. You can see everything looks great so far. So whether you're headed up towards Center City over the bend of the wall, you'll be fine there. This is what I was talking about. If you take a look at the blue route, it looks like some rain went through the area here. This is just around McDade Boulevard. Both directions looking all right, though, in terms of volume. So you'll be okay there. The Schuylkill Expressway, not seeing an uptick really in drive times yet around Conshohocken. Both directions, east or west, doing fine, Matt and Tam.
All right, thanks.